Chabad, I want to greet you, and I know you've had troubles to get online. You're in South Africa. It's difficult to be live and to be on internet there. So I really appreciate your efforts to be with us here. But this is very important knowledge that we're going to share about water, how to use water to transform our health. So Dr. Chabad has been studying water and the structure and the memory that water carries for years. In fact, she started in the early 80s, 1982-ish. She was already doing this, and then she heard about Dr. Emoto and what he was doing. So she was really interested in meeting the guy, and then ended up meeting him in 94 in South Africa. Her and her team connected with the team of Dr. Emoto and himself, and then on, lots of different research around water, discoveries around water. And so she will share a couple of things for us. This is just a little intro, guys. Dr. Chabad is a very strong pillar of the Love Army, and our community is on a very private platform. So if you want to join us, let us know. You can always connect with us. We'll send you a link to join us. It's by invitation. So we'll be delighted if this is triggering you, and if this is like, wow, I want to be better, and just using water, right? So Dr. Chabad, what kind of tips you can give us around water and what we can do? We know that the quality and the quantity of water is becoming a little bit alarming on Earth right now, but there are solutions. This is always the good news, right? So what can you share about water that we would be very interested in, and things that easily we can do in our day-to-day life?
Stephanie, thank you for this lovely opportunity, and greetings to everybody. And the most important thing for me is that water is the source of everything in life. And what I discovered was that if water has a certain energy field in it, you could feel the difference, you could taste the difference. And I grew up on a farm, so we had very high quality water to drink. And when I started coming into the cities, I found the water was different. And that's when I realized that it didn't have the energy in it. And during my research and studies, I discovered that there is a special structure that water must be in. It has to be filled with minerals, which we see on the bottled water. It says TDS. TDS is the total dissolved solids. Now, these minerals play a major role in absolutely creating the energy field by using the electromagnetic field. And structured water is water that is alive in the electromagnetic field. This electromagnetic field comes in from the sunlight. So easy, so simple. And when water is in nature, it is filled with sunlight. And that's those tiny little sparkles we see in the water, especially in a glass or a glass jug. You will see tiny little sparkles on the side of the container. That is what we call biophotons. That is the energy of the sunlight actually activating the minerals in the water. So a simple thing that anybody can do, no matter where you are, no matter how much you travel, no matter where you work, is you can take your tap water and you can structure it to make what we call spring water.
Wow.
Spring water.
So hold on, Chabad. This is very, very important, because I've always been told, don't drink the tap water. Like, I'm in cities most of the time when I travel, in big cities. First of all, the taste of the water out of the tap would not even invite me to taste it, right? Are you saying that we can actually drink the tap water, but we need to just structurize by putting it in the light?
Yes, and this is the most amazing part about it. You can take a glass of tap water, and you need a wooden spoon or a wooden stick, and you stir the water in the glass, and it needs to be a glass, not plastic.
Yes.
You stir it in one direction and you will see you make what we call a dancing vortex. The water spins round and round and it makes that very big V shape with the hollow in it. That vortex shape spins all the water molecules in one direction. And then you put the glass of water in the sunlight. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, but the water's going to get hot. Well, it will, but it's better to have warm water at body temperature.
Yes.
Which is above at least 30 degrees, because depending where you live, you're having water that's structured because it's got the biophotons in it. And I take a glass of water, stir it, put it into the sunlight. I leave it there for about 20 to 30 minutes if I'm in a rush. And other times I've got a lovely big glass jar that I put it in that's got a tap on it. And I prepare the water and I put it in the sunlight, and then I use a tourmaline crystal and a rose quartz crystal in the water to hold the energy. It's remarkable because the sunlight activates both crystals. Now, what happens is that the tap water becomes nicer to taste. It's a sweeter taste because it has transformed the pH. Yes. It has taken away either too much alkalinity or too much acidity. And for me, I like to have alkaline water because I'm a blood group A, and we need alkaline water. A and AB need alkaline water very, very seriously, whereas our O and B can manage water at pH of 7 or just slightly 6.9, dangerously low at 6.8, but very suitable if it goes up to 7.2. But A and AB needs to go into the alkaline water. So,
so
putting
Chabad,
the water in.
Chabad, I really want to stay very simple and very practical. Okay, I want to the people who are listening to us have now a way to go and take a tap water in a glass and have a good water out of what we're saying. So number one, I understood you take a wooden spoon and you stir. I love the dance that you talked about. Yeah. So that's one way. How many times do you stir? Like let's be practical, right? So that everybody knows exactly how to do it.
I normally count up to 10.
Okay.
Some people do it for a little less, some do it for a little more. But I found over the years 10. If you stir it and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, perfect. Now, I want to be practical as well. I mean, I'm lucky enough. I'm in Spain right now. It's beautiful and sunny. You're in South Africa. It's beautiful and sunny. Let's talk about our people. I know in the UK, it's often ugly and really, in the fog and it's not very sunny. So let's talk about that. Do you talk when you say put your glass in the sunlight? Is it the direct sun or is it actually just the light and then it does the trick?
It's both. If you have sunlight, you activate the water quicker. If you only have light, it takes a little longer. And even in England, when I was there during the winter months, you can still create this vortex in the water by stirring it and leaving the water to stand in the light. There you would probably leave it in for about 45 minutes to an hour. And
beautiful.
It might not even give you the little sparkles, but it has already changed the quality of the water because the light carries so much energy.
Yes.
Okay,
so that's really great news, even for you in the UK, guys. And I'm sure there are ugly weather and cold weather in many other parts of the world right now. But that was a great example and a very important question. The second thing that I'd like to ask you, I personally do this with my water. Every time I have my little routine in the morning, I hold my cup and I just infuse with love my water. Like I just say thank you, I love you, and I love myself. You know, this is my first routine every morning. Does that change something if we actually talk to the water and put some good vibes, good energy, good thoughts? Does that? I think it's part of the research of Dr. Emoto that you worked with, right?
Yes, and that is the most important part, because when you put the water into the sunlight and you have prayed into it, and I was hoping that you would ask that, because it is important. When we put in loving intentions into the water, we transform the energy of the water. And we can do that quickly, but not everybody does that. Not everybody understands it. And so they will skip it, and they can do it both ways. You can take the water and lovingly look into it and bless it with love and gratitude. Dr. Emoto proved that the two words were love and gratitude.
Wow.
When we use
beautiful.
that in the water, we structure the water at an extremely energetic level. It's so strong, it heals the body.
Wow. So guys, I don't know. I mean, we do have lots of insights, and Dr. Chabad has so much to teach us on water. What we can do now, we just learned how to take some tap water, transform it in good, healthy water for us. But there's so much more to even go to say to heal. And I mean, transforming the condition of our body, which is healing it. This is very the power of water. And we're going to have many different clips, many different interviews, but we want to keep this short. And of course, for those of you who are joining us right now, do know that our group is acting without censorship, without anybody taking us off the plug to say, you cannot say this or you can say that, but we have important information for the world, for you, for your children, for everybody. And we do need this for the world. I just want to finish this, Chabad, because taking from what you said about the words, about the water and stuff. So again, that's my routine every morning. But how about in this movement of the Love Army that we're running now, and that we're inviting more and more people to join us, how about encouraging everybody to do this with the water, and to also just say, this cup of water is for me, but I'm also sharing it to my neighbors and the whole city where I am, and creating this huge vortex of energy of love. And then we drink the water, which is like anchoring this energy. And each one of us share this knowledge, right? We invite everybody. Yes, it's so important. Yeah.
This is the secret of the water. Water is spirit. And when we activate it with the right actions, the gifts of life, which is sunlight, moonlight, minerals, and then we actually put our personal intentions in with lots of love and sincere energy, and we include the neighbors and we include the rest of the world. It's in our body, and it actually becomes part of our aura. And that is what people will meet, even if they pass you in the street. So yes, Stephanie, let's do that. Let's start.
So I would suggest, Dr. Chabad, I would suggest we start now. For whoever is going to hear this conversation, we can share it. It will be posted, of course, within the Love Army. We can share it here on our networks. Guys, if you're listening to this, can you imagine how much good you can do to yourself, to your cells, to yourself, to your cells, and to the rest of the world, because of having this vortex of energy and light and love. And I really believe this is time for all of us to transform. We haven't even talked about, you know, the whole COVID and the vaccines and all of the effects and the condition it has in our body, all of the contortions and stress that our body went through with all of this. But this is also one of the ways we can ease into it. So again, this is something we can talk more in details, but you guys, if you understand that you're in your own day-to-day life, you can have that difference for yourself, and then pass on this very simple information that everybody can do. and not even have to go and buy some water that is staying in plastic bottles for a while. And then with the heat, the plastic things or the components are mixed in the water. It's not good, guys. So with this, you can actually really transform your water. So Chabad, I can't thank you enough for taking the time. And again, to be such a trooper, to find a place where you can be and have internet in South Africa and be with us today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Again, for those of you who want to join the Love Army, guys, it is a private, beautiful network, but it's all about love and light and good solutions for all of us to raise our vibration and be strong and really at peace with what's going on in the world right now. Everything is divinely perfect, perfectly orchestrated. So let's trust that and just let's dance with it, right? So thank you so much. Thank you, Chabad. We'll be in touch soon. And have a beautiful day, you guys. Ciao, ciao.
Shalom, shalom. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome. It was fun.